In this video, I'm going to teach you how to add a membership aspect to your blog or website. That's one of the questions I get a lot from my coaching clients is how can I easily add a members area where members have to sign up or register to access protected content, and how, if I want to charge them for that, how do I do that? It's really easy to do if you choose the right plugin, and you take a little bit of time to learn. If you try to install one of these membership plugins without taking the time to educate yourself on how to set it up and how it works, you're going to have a lot of trouble. I see a lot of people in the forums and the Facebook groups complaining about the difficulty of setting up a membership site. I'm going to show you how I do it. The membership plugin that I'm about to show you now is the one that I actually use on the website that you're at, on the learntoblogfree.com. And if you're a member, you know how the process works. You register, then you get access to protected member content. You have to log in to access it. So this is what I'm going to show you how to do today, and it is a little involved. It's not really complicated once you understand the process, so follow along as best you can. I'm going to go really slowly. I'll show you how to do things several times. There are really only 3 or 4 steps that you have to follow to get this all set up and get your content protected, and I'll show you how to do that right now. So log into your WordPress site, click on Plugins, go to Add New, and that'll take you to the plugin marketplace, and simply type in membership. And when you do, it's going to bring up looks like 434 different items that match that keyword. The one that I want you to install is called Membership 2. And Membership 2, again, is the plugin that I use. I've used this on lots of sites. I really like it. Once you set it up and learn how to do it, it's really pretty easy to administer. So we're going to install that now. You just click Install Now. It is going to download the plugin and automatically install it in your WordPress installation. Once the plugin is installed, you click to activate it. And you'll notice that is going to add membership to your left-hand menu. That tells you that membership 2 has been installed. Now, you may get a message that membership 2 is available, etc. If you do, just go ahead and click switch to that. It really depends on which one you install. And so you'll see it actually went ahead and installed membership 2 for you. That is the one you want. Now, one thing before we get started, the way this works is when you add pages, posts, or menus to your website, if you want those menus to be protected behind your membership site, you have to set them up as such. One of the things that is required to make sure that membership 2 is working properly is your permalink structure should include the post name to ensure membership 2 is working correctly. Now, you may remember that when we did the training on settings, we talked a little bit about permalinks. Let's go there now. Settings, permalinks. And the permalink is simply the URL that WordPress assigns every post or page that you create and how it does it. You'll see here the common settings is it just assigns it a numeric value. You can also add a day and time, month and name. What we want to make sure our membership 2 system is working correctly is we want post names to be added. So if you create a post and the title is sample post, that's what's going to be in the permalink URL. So go over to permalink, choose post name, click save changes. So now let's go back over to membership 2. When you first go to the page, it will give you the option of importing a membership settings that you already have. If you've never set up a membership site, just skip that. Don't worry about it. You'll get this nice screen with a little lock. Just click on Getting Started. So the first thing you do is you have to choose a membership site. Is this going to be a standard membership where content is available to members and hidden to guests, meaning that the user has to log in to access it? Is this going to be a guest membership where content is available only to guests? Is it going to be a dripped content membership? That means, are you going to release content gradually? Are you going to drip it, as we say? Is it going to be made available in intervals? Or do you want a default membership where content is available to all logged in users that did not join any other membership yet? Again, we don't have to worry about that because we only have one membership. You can actually set up multiple membership programs under membership 2. That is a little more involved. We're not going to go into that. We are just going to look at setting up a standard membership. So you make sure you've got that chosen. Then you need to give it a name. I'm going to call mine private area. And I'm going to allow users to register for this membership. If selected, registration experience will be added to your site. Do not tick if you want to make this a private membership. Or is it going to be a paid membership? Choose this if you want to receive payments from members via Gateway. Now, I'm going to just set up a free membership, meaning that when they register, they get access to the content. If I wanted to, I could make it a paid membership. I could link in my membership 2 system to PayPal or any of the other shopping cart systems out there. If that's something you're going to do, again, we're not going to go in depth in this tutorial, but it's relatively easy to do. You just choose the payment systems you want and connect. So we're going to allow users to sign up to our membership. We're going to click Save and Continue. On the next screen, we are congratulated because we have set up our private membership area. Next, we have to tell the system what links do we want appearing in our navigation. Now, the navigation are the menus at the top, and I'll show you that now. This is just a little test WordPress installation that I use for demonstration purposes and that sort of thing. You'll see when you refresh the page that Membership 2 has actually added several things to your top menu, and this is where you begin telling Membership 2 exactly what you want to display and what you don't want to display. Just for kicks and grins, let's click on each one of these. And what happens is Membership 2 adds certain pages that some of them you will not even use. For example, this is the account page, just shows where I am a member, I have signed up, I'm in the system. Here's a membership list. We don't have any formal members here yet. We don't really have protected content turned on. So what we can do for now is go back over to our Members 2 area. And the only thing that I want showing in the navigation, I don't want the membership list, I don't want the account, I just want the link for them to register. So I'm going to turn those off, leave registration on, and don't worry about this stuff down here. This tells you the Membership 2 pages that have been added to your system. If you click on the Pages menu, you'll see them listed there. We're not going to worry about those now. We just want registration showing in our menu. So let me click Finish. Now when I go back over to the website and refresh the page, you can see all of those account and membership links are gone. The only thing we see in the top menu is the word registration. Now let's go over to our menu tab for just a minute and let me explain something there. If you go to Appearance, Menus, if you've already got your website set up and your menus in place, you know how to use menus. If you haven't done that yet, stop now, go over and watch the video about setting up your menus, because you are going to tell Membership 2 which items to include in the menu. So make sure you've got your member or your menu set up correctly. You'll notice that it automatically added the registration link here, and that is what we see at the top of the page. All right, so what we've done so far is we have set up our membership. Let's go back to Membership 2 and click on that. We set up a membership called Private Area. We told it only to include the registration link in the top navigational menu. We turned everything else off. So now we have our membership set up. We have to set up protection rules. So in the left-hand menu, click on Protection Rules. And you'll see here we have pages, comments, menu items. This is where you tell the system which pages or which menu items to put behind the membership system, meaning that only logged in members will be able to see those links. So let's say that we have our sample page here. You'll see we've got a link to the sample page here. And again, this is just a sample website that I use for training my WordPress clients. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to make this page protected so that you have to be logged in as a member to see it. So I'm going to go here. I'm under Membership 2, Protection Rules, Pages. Here is the sample page. Now you see I have a link here to modify access. If I click on that and click Private Area, the sample page is now going to be unavailable unless you are logged into the system. So let's go back over to our website. Now you'll notice sample page is still in the menu. Let's click on it. The content is now protected. It is prompting me to log in to access sample page. Now, you have to go one step further. Let's say I only want the link for sample page to show up when my visitors are logged in. So let's go back to our admin screen and let's click on Menu Items. And this is the screen where you tell Membership 2 which items not to show in the menu unless they are logged in as visitors. So let's click on top because this is our top navigational menu that we're looking at. There is sample page. Again, I'm going to modify access, click private area, and then the sample page link will be gone from the home page. Did that make sense? When you add a page that you want to protect or you have a menu item that you want to protect, you have to come here to Protection Rules and click to link them to your membership. So let's go back over to the web page now and see if that will take the link for sample page off our website. And you'll notice I went back to the page, I did a refresh, and because I am not logged in, the link to sample page is now gone. Again, what's happened is we have told Membership Press 2 the link for sample pages in the menu is protected. It should only be seen by members who are logged in. So let's go back over and review. What I've done is I have a page called Sample Page, and let's go to the pages and I'll show it to you right now. There is sample page. I'm going to click to open it, and you will see that it is protected. When you go to add or edit pages now, you're going to see in the upper right hand corner membership access. When you are adding a page, you can automatically enable protection from there and add it to private area. Now, if I want to turn off protection, all I have to do is I can click it here, or I can go back into the Membership 2 setup area and turn it off there. Okay, so I'm going to leave it turned on. That tells me that this page is protected. And also, you have to go back to your menu. And remember, sample page, it doesn't show it here, but it is protected. So that's how you do it. Let me go back. I want to review one more time because I want to make sure you understand this completely. You determine which content you want behind your membership area. Which pages do you want? And every time you add a page or a comment or a menu item, it automatically shows up here. For example, if I wanted the About page to be hidden, I just click Modify Access, Private Area, and now members would have to be logged in to see that page. Same is true here. If I didn't want that page showing up in the menu item, I would have to go to the menu item and modify access. Remember, the item can show up in your menu, but the page itself is protected. So if you don't want that link showing up in your menu, you have to set the access here. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this off because I don't want my About page behind the wall. Let me go back over here and turn it on and off. Again, you just simply click to turn it on and off. All right. You can do the same with comments and tags. If someone's made a comment that you want to protect, I personally don't deal with comments like this, but just keep in mind when you create content, when you create pages, and you want them to be in your member area, you have to come here and set them up. Now again, if you add a new page, you will have the option there of protecting it immediately. Let's just do that now. Let's go to Pages, Add New. I'm just going to call this New Page. And my mouse is acting kind of funky. This is a new page. All right. Now, I have the option of putting this page behind our protected system or just leaving it out for public consumption. I'm going to click. And if you have multiple membership accesses set up, you'll see those here. We only have one. So I am creating a page called New Page. I am enabling protection. It is going to be in the private area. And I'm going to click Publish. Now, if I want this page to show up in my menu, I go over to Menus. And again, if you haven't watched the menu video, do so now. I'm going to add New Page to my menu. I'm going to save the menu. Now when I go over to the web page, let's see what we see in the top menu. All right, so you see New Page has been added at the top menu because I have not told Membership 2 to protect the link in the menu yet, but when I click on New Page, the page itself is protected because when I added the page, I clicked on Enable Protection. Now, again, if I don't want the menu item showing, I have to go back into Membership 2 and set the menu item as protected. Let's do that now. Go back into Membership 2, Protection Rules. You can see New Page is already set as protected because we did that when we added the page. Now I don't want that link showing up top unless someone is logged in. So I go to Top, and this is your top menu. I'm going to modify the access. And you can do these one at a time, or you can check the boxes and do the menu item here. This comes in handy if you have a number of pages that you want to protect at once or unprotect. So I've got now the menu item is protected. The page itself is protected. So when I go back to my website, I should not see the link for New Page up at the top. Let's go check that out now. So I've refreshed the page and you can see that the link for New Page is now gone because I've hidden it behind my registration area. So to review, the first thing you do after you install Membership 2 is you set up a membership type. In my case, a standard membership that I am not charging for. You add pages, you add menu items, and then you use the permission rules screen to tell the system, hey, those are protected pages or protected menu items and should only be available to users. Now let's look at registration. The system will put the registration link at the top menu, and this is where your visitors will go to sign up. Here's the registration page. We have the following subscriptions available, and these pages are customizable to a degree. I just leave them like they are. If they want to sign up, they click the button. And on this screen, we were just asking them for the basic information. I'm going to type in Tim Testing, username, Tim Testing, and it's early here. My fingers are not working. I'm going to type in an email address. Password. I'm going to confirm my password. Register my account. And if they're already in the system, there's going to be an error message that says this email is already in the system. So let me click this. So you can see the thank you page I get. Your request to join was successfully received. It automatically creates the membership for them. So now you can see I'm logged in. I can see new page. I can click sample page. And when I click on those pages, I can actually see the content. So that's how you get users to register. So now let's go back into the system and see if our user is actually there. I'm back in the system now. I'm going to click on Users, All Users. And you can see Tim Testing has been added. He is a subscriber, which means he can only read. He can't do anything else. Basically, what Membership 2 does is it sets up users in your WordPress system and gives them the role of subscriber. So this is where you can always monitor your users and see who is in here and check out who is using the system. Now let's go back over and look at a couple of other things under Membership 2. You have your protection rules, which we've already gone through. This is where you set up the rules for what pages and menu items they can see. Members are also listed here, as well as under the WordPress users area that we just looked at. This shows me that Tim Testing has access to private area. So you can keep up with your members here or under users, completely up to you. This is probably a little more convenient. You can also manually add a member if you have someone you want to set up an account for. Rather than have them go through the registration process, you can add them here. There are a number of add-ons that you can get for your Membership 2 system. We're not going to go into them here, but you can take a look at these. There's different admin tools, different messaging tools, that sort of thing. If you're interested in doing anything more than what we've talked about, research those for yourself here. And under settings, this is where you set the system settings for things like your general content protection. This shows what we've just set up here. Remember, we set up, we just wanted the registration link showing, etc. If you are doing a paid membership, this is the area where you set up your payment gateways. You can see that Membership 2 will tie into authorize.net, manual payment gateways like your bank, PayPal, Stripe. Okay, so if you are going to do paid memberships, you are going to want to configure these settings with your payment system, so when someone does register with your website, you do get paid. You can also administer the protection messages when someone tries to log into protected content. Content is unavailable, sorry. If you'd like to do automated email messages, you can do that here. Most of these email messages deal with completed payments and that sort of thing. There is an email that is sent to your member when they do sign up, and you also can receive that member. And again, I wouldn't tweak this too much. I would kind of leave it as it is until you know what you're doing. And then, of course, the import tool, if you've got another membership site set up or you've got a list of email addresses you want to import to set up, you can do that here. So that's really it. Membership 2, again, it's for a basic bare bones membership system. I haven't found anything really better. I do like this. I've learned how to set it up. Again, it's relatively easy. You set up the your membership. And again, I do standard membership, no payment. If you're going to do payment, set up the gateways. Then when you add pages and you add menu items, you add comments and tags, you can tell the system, hey, I want this behind the protected wall. Now, there is one thing important to know about Membership 2 is it does not put posts behind the protected area. Now, if you haven't watched the video on posts, go do so now. But posts are really considered for public consumption. So when you post something using the post feature, it is not going to be added to the Membership 2 system. So for protected items, always use pages.